Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at ACL Brisbane 2015, brought to you by Astro, BenQ, and HyperX. I'm in Maniac. Losers bracket, final time. I'm here with Killer Pie of Uproar.iGnitionZ and Damage from Trident. Now, we've just seen a great run on main stage with the Uproar.iGnitionZ crew. The first NZ team in ACL history to get into a top 3 spot. Tell me, Killer Pie, we had a chat to you briefly before. You guys must be feeling amazing now.
Yeah, we're feeling really good, actually. We're just playing so well today, so high hopes.
You did tell me at the beginning of that last series that you were going to sweep the guys from Incept, who have shocked everyone with their 4th place finish. You did indeed do that. 6-0, that was a great victory. Tell me, going up against this squad of Trident, how are you feeling?
We're confident, but we're not going to be cocky about it. So if we match them in slaying, I think we have a good chance of winning. So
no cockiness. I mean, I like that. I love the humble nature. Trident, arguably, known for some of your crew being a little bit cocky at times. Let's call it a lot of excessive confidence. We like it. Damage, more humble of the bunch. Tell me, how are you feeling heading into this series? Losers bracket final against Uproar.iGnitionZ.
Yeah, obviously we're very confident. We've been playing fairly well yesterday and obviously today. The Mindfreak game was a tough one. Obviously they're a very strong side. But this game we're very confident and we'll be giving it everything we've got.
Now, you guys haven't had a chance to face each other yet, so we will be doing a best-of-5 series. Killer Pie, have you guys had a chance to scrim Trident much prior to ACL Brisbane? If not, how do you feel your practice has gone leading into this one?
I don't think we've scrimmed them very much, but we've had good practice coming to this, so I think we can take it out.
Quietly confident, I'm liking it. Same question to you. It seems like you may not have screened much at all prior to this one, but do you feel like the practice and the event so far has given you enough to get the edge on the guys from Uproar this weekend?
Definitely. The event has given us good practice. Yeah, we didn't come in with much at all, really, just due to everyone having different sort of things that they've had to do over the past month or so. So it's been a bit hard that way, but yeah, this event has done good for us, and yeah, we're confident.
All right, so both teams looking very confident. Last question for both of you. I love asking this one. Tell me, predictions, what's going to be the series score at the end of this one?
3-1 to us.
3-1. It's not going to hit a Game 5, Damage. Tell me what you're thinking.
3-0 to us.
3-0. 3-1 in Uproar's favour. 3-0 to the guys of Trident. Guys at home, I can't wait to see what happens. Make sure you're following all the action right here. Tweet at us at ACL Pro with your thoughts in the hashtag ACL Briz. This whole event brought to you thanks to Astro, BenQ, and HyperX. But for all of the action of this upcoming Losers Bracket final match, let's throw it to our casters, Bioacid and Dr. Curry.
Thank you, Maniac. Yes, Dr. Curry, it is Losers Bracket final time, the second last match of the competition this weekend here at ACL Brisbane. And what a weekend it's been so far.
Oh, yeah.
Many upsets. Can there be some more?
I wouldn't be surprised. It's just great to see iGnitionZ get this far into the competition. Watching, or actually on the rebound of the Does Play effort that a lot of these guys had, it was great to see New Zealand have an impact. And now that they've broken that top 3 curse, which they've had in an ACL event, it's just phenomenal effort by them. But they've got a lot of work to do if they want to aim for that 3-1 over Trident.
Yeah, they do, of course. It is the best out of 5 series because neither of these two teams have actually faced each other yet. So obviously it's going to come fresh off that first of 3 in that best out of 5. We will be seeing Hardpoint on side to kick things off, then an S&D on Terrace, CTF on Retreat, and of course, if needed, Uplink Biolab and S&D on Detroit. Players are getting set and ready for action right now, but you can come help out at home and live in the audience by tweeting in your predictions too. To get them officially added to this poll, you have to tweet at ACL Pro one of those key words. And you see Losers Bracket, which is LBFIG, to up to vote for that team of Uproar.iGnitionZ. And the other side of things, you do have the same with Trident, but instead, it's just LBFTRI.
Who are you voting for?
I think Trident will be able to take this one.
Okay.
I really do. Just that it's like Killer Pie said. If they can keep up with the slaying power of Trident, then yeah, they definitely stand a chance. But if they can't do that, then I feel Trident will just walk away.
Beaston and Chileans on the side of Trident, absolute monsters. And if it's hard to go up against them because there's a lot of momentum. We saw in previous series like Bakkerbeck was struggling a little bit. Maybe he could be a bit of a factor into it. These guys, they're probably nervous on that main stage. We're down to the thick and thin of it, the 3 teams remaining, and they're going up against Mindfreak, whoever wins. So there's a lot to ask from these 2 teams. They've got a lot of work to do ahead of them. The hardpoint's going to be interesting, in my opinion, because they like to be aggressive, the Trident squad, and it's going to be. I want to see how iGnitionZ, answered back how they basically stop it, because it's very hard when you got 3 out of 4 of the players in your face constantly pushing you as ASM1s. And it's going to be interesting. I just want to get into this game and just see how it plays out.
Like we said, hardpoint solar, and look at those voting in that poll right there. 78% to TRIDENT right now, 21 or 22 at the time to Uproar.iG, which of course is that Ignition squad, but it seems to be creeping more and more in favour of the TRIDENT team the longer I talk. So we'll get into the match now instead. But like I said, it's going to be a close one, I feel. This first one will sort of set the pace for how the rest perhaps will play out. We'll kick things off with the TRIDENT team. Of course, they have been waiting here in the losers bracket for a little while now, waiting for the other team to come across and figure out who they're going to be playing. So TRIDENT might have to spend the next couple of minutes warming up, so to speak.
Yeah, we'll stick on board with them. Fate will be the first person we see on your screens now. You see him pushing towards that B street, just making sure none of the players from IG will be getting that flank. They got the top spawns. They want to lock down. And let's see actually how much time they can get it. That's actually a big kill there by Hydra, getting a nice little double there. Fake gets his own. Can't make it a triple, though. Early days in this as they're fighting over control of the pool side. But the battle for spawns is the one that we got to pay attention to. Oh,
it is indeed. Obviously, with the rotation, it'll have to come out later on because B street will be the next kill 30 seconds after now. Beeston jumps on in to drop on down and try and get some more time in this current middle hill. Now, the score becomes 8-8 thanks to Fate sitting inside of there now from the TRIDENT side of things. Of course, it was that IG team to put the first points on that board. Grism over on here right now. He's looking to set up on B Street already, trying to hit middle cut 2. He picks up that 2-piece for his team. Buckethead picks up 1 as well. It's 3 down from the TRIDENT squad. Hopefully they can get set up now heading to this next hill in the next 3 seconds.
The battle for spawns was won by IG. Overextended managed to get the top side, and that's going to help them coming in to this second hard point down in the B Street. You do see Killpike gets the first few seconds here. It's still a tie game, 19-19. Both teams actually got a fair amount off that pool hard point, which you don't see all that often. Good kills there coming out of IG. They push TRIDENT into the spawns. They're cleaning them up quite nicely, but they're only spawning out the front of the factory area, and here they come with their own push.
Yeah, Hydra and Squism, who was both the team players in there a second beforehand, both trying to stay alive here. Hydra's actually managed to stay alive for a fair while. Hasn't got that many kills, a few assists to his name, 2 kill streak as well, but he's just been chilling inside this hill, keeping contested, key points coming for their team as well, allowing them to get a little bit more in that lead, 38-20. The scoreline now becomes just under a 20-point lead as they hit the 20-point mark now and continue on through. 16 seconds from now, that hill will rotate around to the factory side and all the other players will set eyes on that goal. You do see now the team of TRIDENT comes in and cleans house. Big plays there by Beeston. You are right. 3-piece for him.
Not a good start by him when he was using that barrel. He switched out to the ASM1 and he's already top scoring for his team. He's turned it around quite nicely. Chilling's on the rotation for the factory hill. He's going to get the first few seconds. Look at the minimap. All the guards from IG are pushed out. They will, in fact, be tunneling towards this sand side, and that's why Chilling's pops off a few Simtexes, stops them in their push. But here comes the contest. Picks off 1. Another player outside that he manages to actually survive. Beeston cleans it up and TRIDENT locking it down right now, getting some important time.
Yeah, obviously TRIDENT really needed that to get back into this game, so they were down by 20 points. Now they're actually in the lead and increasing it bit by bit as this team of IG try and break and push on through. Buckethead, Killpie both coming in there strongly, managing to get in there the last little times, the seconds, but 20 seconds left here on this current hill, Curry. Yep. And of course it will rotate from there, and obviously they'll look to start that play. And look at that minimap right now. Sort of bring that full screen. You see a spread. The TRIDENT player is still challenging down here, still pushing aggressively.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if that IG player of Hydra, who is right at the back there, stays there to try and hold down street.
Oh, Killpie, it's a bit of a dance between these two teams. He's got no ammo, unfortunately, but he did contest it. Such a close game, 1 point separating the two of them. Good kill there by Fate. And now we see the rotation all the way to the other side of the map. The battle for car park now. Squism manages to find Beast, and with his back turn, he's just going to lock down this B Street for his team, but in comes TRIDENT, Chilling straight through the guts of the map. Manages to clean up 1, but IG clean house, forcing TRIDENT back into the spawns. Very well done. Such a close game between these two teams, Bio. It's just going back and forth.
Oh, it is, and the scoreboard really shows that in regards to KDs between both these teams. Obviously, the only player that's sort of up there higher than most is that Buckethead player, being on 17 kills at the moment. The rest sort of all around that same vicinity, 15 and less or 10 and higher, as the score becomes 60-51. Buckethead comes in there to clean house, helps his team out of Killpie now to hold this hill down here for a little bit longer to increase their lead once again, but it's not by much. As I say, that 10-point lead they had may get diminished here. Oh, I was going to say Esposum could stay alive, but sadly he could not. TRIDENT coming back in, and once again, lessening that gap. 4 players down, thanks to Damage's 2-piece, and Beeston and Fate picking up 1 up of their own.
Fate gets a scrap tower. Now the rotation towards purple comes. The final hill in this full rotation. A Street getting pushed by Fate, getting some good kills there, but it's in control of IG. What can he do here? Shaky shots there, does clean up, looking towards Cat for the second player, gets that one too. IG now lost control as Beastin and Chileans both enter the hill. Really good shots there from Fate, but he does get taken out by Hydra. Stun grenade actually costing him there in the long run, and no ammo for Scrism there to finish off the Trident player.
Worst timing in the world right there, as you'll see now. Damage and Fate both coming in again to clean house here. Now allowing Chileans just to chill inside that hard point, no pun intended, as they try and get these extra points. Now 10-point and plus lead for this Trident team. Beastin again picking up all these kills, as is Fate. Beastin's 2-piece, Fate's 2-piece, as the whole team of IG gets dropped, and they increase their lead now by 15 points. 5 minutes left here in this hard point game, and still neck and neck.
Yeah, we just saw 20 kills go down for Fate. No one else on his team has broken it yet, which is surprising. Beastin really hot on the sticks right now in this series, but it's a close game between these two teams. In comes the last 5 minutes of the game, full set of rotation. Bio. Normally, I like to give a bit of prediction because we get an idea of which way this game is going in the first 5 minutes, but to be fair, this is anyone's game right now.
Oh, it really is, and you know, it's exactly what Killer Pie said. If we can keep up in regards to the slaying power, we'll be able to keep up with these guys and perhaps take it away from them. That's exactly what they've done here. They've kept up with the slaying power of this Trident team. So if IG keep doing what they're doing right now and don't let any real one player go off and increase their amount of kills that they're getting, then, you know, IG can really keep this within the gaps. But we say that, and look at that scoreline becomes now just over 20, under 20 points. The difference still in favour here of that Trident team. And Hydra trying to find someone there at glass, finds one, can't get the second though, and Beastin comes back in for some more points.
You got to give credit to IG. This feels like Trident are having their way a little bit, but they're getting all this time extremely well and just keeping a close game. This is going to come down to whoever can lock down either one of the factory or even the B Street hills. Just someone that can get like a solid 40 seconds or so per hill and then just trade out the time from then on in. That's the way it seems to be going right now. Can try to do that. They have control right now of the B Street hardpoint, trading out kills. Fate right there after Chileans drops. Nice little double. Can he finish off the third person? Damage takes it for him. And now they're starting to build on this lead. This is danger territory if you're on the IG squad.
Yeah, you are exactly right there. Fate almost going to pick up that kill there with his bell, hopping around inside the hill. Hills is going to come on in though with the ASL 1 to clean house as well. A few more players now pushing in from middle part of the map, but it's all red dead in regards to the Trident team and that kill feed here. They're managing to stay alive. They're managing to keep IG out of the hard point, and also they're managing to increase their lead. That being said, IG do manage to make a break finally. Killer Player's 2-piece does help in that transition as Beckett comes on in as well.
Such important scrap time here for the guys over at IG, and try to know that. That's why they're still pushing the issue here. Beastin actually manages to get it off them, so he's going to get that final 10 seconds for his team. But that was a huge hill for Trident. They got the majority, roughly 40 seconds or so, extended their lead and made IG push the issue. Now they're in prime position with less than 3 minutes remaining to just hold that lead, trade out the time, and make something of the most of it. Chileans is just uncontested right now inside this hill. Important kill taking out Screwsm there, but here comes IG funneling in from sand.
Yeah, obviously the Chileans trying to keep this one contested or keep points accumulating for his team, but sadly can't do much at that time. A few IG players did push in at the opposite side at the same time, pinching down on him. However, his team actually come in with the backup. 2 players down inside the hill, making that one. Damage still alive here, tries to get the 2. One more player there, he knows it's around there somewhere. Couldn't finish him off. Hydra comes in to keep this one contested, keep that point not as big of a gap as Trident would like right now, obviously having more time in this hill than they bargained for. But, you know, Beastin comes in again, making short work of these IG players.
Beastin just going ham right now. Good use of the EXO ability to outgun Screwsm in that situation. In comes the rotation towards top car park. Now IG, this is their only hill basically where they can make an advantage, try to pull back that lead and actually have a chance of getting into this game. They're down by roughly 1 minute or so with 2 minutes remaining. Let's see what they can do here. They've set up quite nicely. Nice 3 down there for them. Pushing out Trident into the spawns, being very aggressive, and this is really dangerous if you're in Trident because you're pushed all the way back towards the backside of B Street, and the guys over at the team of IG getting some really crucial time.
Oh, they are. You're exactly right. This time is very valuable to them, obviously due to the fact that they were down by so much. Now, looking at that scoreline there, 50 points the difference, or just under that, as IG do manage to keep it going, keep it coming in their favour, and if they can stay in there for the remaining, at least another 20 seconds out of this possible 30, they'll be realistically well back into this match, heading into that final hill.
Yeah, Trident actually did break it there, Chileans. He's doing a real good job of getting those entry kills, and you do see him actually trading out a few hit markers there on Killer Pie, but he's got support from his teammates to get that one in. Beastin, he's swapped back out to that bow. Not too sure about that one. Hopefully he's just picked it up, but he was going absolutely off previously with the ASM1. Chileans once again in the hill, getting that scrap time. 1 minute remaining, still possible for IG, but at this stage, Trident too strong.
Yeah, obviously looking at that difference in regards to the scoreline there, again, you know, just over 52 points, and it's going to head to this final hill right now. Obviously, not enough time left on that clock in general, so I'm pretty sure that one is locked and loaded in favour of the Trident team, but it's still, you know, IG can answer back and get a few more points heading into the end of this one just to try and keep their hopes alive and their spirits up. But like we said, you know, it was going to be a big slaying match. And look at those slaying points from the Trident team. You got 2 players on 38, almost dropping 40 bombs. You got 1 more on 34, and another one on 33. When the lowest scoring member of your team is on 33 kills, that's when you're sort of like, okay, well, we did good work, guys, but we can't do that well.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate there, but big kills also for IG there. Fairly close game for a long portion of it, but in all retrospect, it came down to that second B Street hill where Trident basically got an uncontested 40 seconds, locking out IG and just solidifying that lead that they had now. Just add a little bit of the stats there with the kills. In the end, it's going to be 158 to 191. That is the Trident boys on your screen right there, and they go up 1-0 in this best-of-5 series, one step closer to facing Mindfreak in that grand final.
Well, they are, and like you said, you know, you've got to give credit there to IG in that slaying side. They had 2 players on 39 kills, then you had 28 and 31. So, slaying-wise, I think IG did what they needed to do. They kept up with them slaying-wise, but just overall, you know, control of the hills, rotation and all that. IG, obviously, Trident, the more experienced team in that sort of situation, and just executing it a bit better off than the other team. So, S&D on Terrace next up will be the game top and the map. How you sort of feeling that one will go there, Dr. Curry? Yeah,
well, IG are known for their search and destroy, so they can quite easily bounce back. We've seen so many series on the main stage of them just going off, clutching up when needed. It is a possibility, but Trident got to be running off some momentum right there. But we're going to go to a quick commercial break, guys, as we load up map number 2 of this losers bracket final, IG against Trident.